He is coming. Cover your butt.
Do you think that universities would be teaching the basics of eclipses to freshmen? It's not like they don't already know the mechanics of an eclipse backwards. After all, almost anyone can demonstrate an eclipse without holding a degree because it's elementary level information, and the testament to its authority has long been accepted.
Exactly. Are you sure you're a flat earther?
In this video, I'm going to demonstrate to you the fact that NASA has not only lied to the entire world population on this matter, but that NASA recently doubled down on this lie with fraudulent evidence.
Oh, there it is. There's the stupid.
This that you're looking at is an echo chamber of what the scientific community teaches children and reinforces to adults what happens during a solar eclipse, while this simple diagram represents what should actually be happening. Let me explain the difference.
Please, let's not talk about the inaccuracies of a fucking drawing. It's a drawing. It is not 100% accurate, and honestly, it couldn't be for the solar system. To make this accurate, the picture would have to be immensely large, and the sun and the moon and the earth would be kind of tiny in comparison to the amount of space in between them. We make these kinds of drawings not as evidence, but to demonstrate a concept. If we were to use your same flat earth logic, then this butterfly life cycle drawing would be evidence that biologists are conspiring to teach bad biology, because we never see a butterfly turn into an egg. This is just a drawing to help people understand a concept. It is not 100% accurate, and people who bother to try to understand the concept know this and are not confused by this drawing. However, flat earthers like to pretend as if no one seems to ever sit down and think about the concept that is presented in these drawings.
To demonstrate my point, here is real video footage of the eclipse from a balloon.
Man, that Earth has a nice curve to it, doesn't it?
This is NASA's footage. Here is real video footage from a mountaintop.
Man, that Earth has a nice curve to it, doesn't it?
This is NASA's footage. This is real video footage from another balloon.
Man, that Earth has a nice curve to it, doesn't it?
This is NASA's footage.
Besides giving me the ability to make a very stupid joke, I don't actually understand what you're trying to compare here. Are you trying to compare a disparity between the distances shown from your footage to the footage provided by NASA? Because you never actually provide any way for us to know what the distances are that we are looking at. There are no landmarks, and there is no real way to know how much we can see in the footage that you provided. Not just that, how do you reconcile the footage that you showed us that I suppose shows a smaller, and I say that with some air quotes you can't see, area where the shadow actually shows on the Earth, and the actual observations made by millions of people of where they could see the shadow cross across the United States? Remember, this eclipse was not just predicted on what time it would occur, but where one could see a shadow. And the places where one could see a shadow are reconciled by thousands of eyewitnesses. You could see a partial shadow when you were at the very edges of the penumbra. You cannot ignore that that happened. So, the observations that people have made don't even match up with the footage that you are trying to provide as evidence to counter NASA.
This is a moon shadow upon Jupiter. Do you notice the shadow? It's the same size as the moon.
Actually, it's not. And by simply cutting out the moon from the picture and overlaying it over the shadow, you can see that it's not a perfect match. And considering the absolutely gigantic size of Jupiter, that extra bit of shadow could account for hundreds of miles. Also, the fact that you agree that there is a shadow cast by a moon onto another planet completely disproves your flat Earth nonsense. You are taking evidence from different places that actually contradict flat Earth models. How can another object in space cast a shadow onto another planet if the sun is supposed to be a spotlight that only points its light down at the flat Earth? Even the evidence that you are trying to use to demonstrate that NASA lies, all it does is show that the flat Earth is nonsense.